really hot. I got to concede that Barbara has learnt how to do things and has beaten me today in the temperature against the weatherman who said 25 degrees. Didn't have a shot. Really, really didn't. Tuesday, November the 5th, it's Guy Fawkes weekend. Now, for you guys on the other side of the world, if you don't know about Guy Fawkes, Google him. Okay? We celebrate Guy Fawkes here in New Zealand, and tonight's the night. So, 2 rules, ladies and gentlemen. Safety in mind, all right? Keep safety in mind. Be aware of everybody around you. Okay? We don't want any accidents. We really, really don't. And secondly, look after your pets. All right? Follow those. You'll have a damn good night. You really, really will. At the same time, today in Australia is Melbourne Cup Day. It really, really is. It is the race that stops not only one nation, but 2 here in New Zealand. We stop to watch the horses riding around the big track for the big money. It all happens today. It really, really does. And I tell you what, well, I am super elated to finally meet up with Peggie Nora coming out of the Oshiosh town. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
You know, we were supposed to do this about a week or so ago, and we had to delay that for certain reasons. I think there was technical difficulties involved there somewhere. But finally, I get to see you face to face, and it is an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you and Barbara, yes.
Well, you know, apparently you and Barbara have known each other for a little while, but I was kind of oblivious to most things until you actually text me at one stage, and I says, okay, I'll have a listen to this. I'm objective. I have an open mind, because I know that I can pass everything back on to Barbara, and then she takes responsibility for me, if you know what I mean. So
yes.
I had to listen to it, loved it, absolutely loved it. And the very first song that I heard of yours was I'll Sing My Song. Now, let's fill everybody in that's joining us right now. And thank you for everybody on Facebook for joining us this morning here in New Zealand at Galaxy 107 FM. Of course, talking to Peggie Nora coming out of the... now, I'm really hesitant to say that you're an ex-Maritimes girl.
I am an ex-Maritime girl. Yes, I am.
Now, tell me a little bit about Oshiosh itself, where you're living right now. How did the name come about? Where does the name generate from?
Okay, it's pronounced Osuyas, and it's from First Nations. This was settled by the First Nations first, and there's a lake that runs from Osuyas, British Columbia, into Washington, and it's all about the lake. It's a native term that represents the lake.
Okay, so with the lake, I've heard it's a hot water lake. It's good for tourism.
This is the #1 tourist destination in all of Canada in the summertime because of the lake and the climate. It's the only desert in all of Canada. But in the wintertime, because it's very beautiful and cold, and there's no rain and no snow, all the people that can't afford medical to cross down to hot climates, they come here, and all the hotels and motels are filled up at half price with all the snowbirds, and they stay here all winter as well.
You know, that's really, really cool. I'm very, very interested in from where people come and what attracts people to be there, if you know what I mean. Now, do you want me turned up or?
Ryan, who's online, said it's too loud.
Okay, hold on. Let me try that a little bit more.
Sorry about that.
And we'll try that. How's that? Maybe a bit better? Okay. Sorry, Barbara was just saying that a little hard to hear.
Okay, is it better?
Yeah, much better. It really, really is. Unfortunately, I think it was something that I was doing wrong. Not yourself, literally.
Okay.
Now, Peggie, you've been entertaining people since the age of 4.
Yes, I have.
Now, how did you come to want to be an entertainer? Was there something in your family background?
Yes, my mother sang and danced back in the early 30s, tap dance and sang, and she would be a performer. And I'm from a family of 11 children, and we all sang. My mom taught all the girls how to tap dance. So we were nurtured quite young.
Nice, and believe me, I think it's worked out well for you through your career, especially being on CBC, not only radio, but CBC television as well.
Yes.
Now, how did that come around?
We were very poor. And I heard that if you sang on television, they paid you money. And so I walked up there after school one day without telling my parents, and I waited to go in the back door, and they opened up a piano, and I sang a song, and he said, we're going to put you on the St. Patrick's Day show, and we're going to pay you whatever it was at that particular time. It was $10 in 1959. And so I went home waiting for my dad to come back trying to find work that day in the winter. And I said, I got a job today and I'm going to make $10. So that's how I started.
That's awesome. That's a great story. It really, really is. Now, on my part, I've got to be honest with you, I don't feel that music has an age. As long as you have an ability and something that attracts, believe me, I don't see that age ever comes into the play. It really, really doesn't. And I'm so proud that you are following your career at the age that you are right now. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say I'm a gentleman. I will not give that away. That's not.
It's really okay. It's really okay. I'm proud of my age.
Nice. Well, really, it's not for me to say. But at the same time, you've got something to do with the BCCMAs and the CCMAs as well. You've had a few winning awards there as well, and artist awards. But you also have something to do with Bill Buckingham. Now, tell me about Bill.
Bill is a wonderful, wonderful person, and he's become a very good friend of mine. Bill is a Juno Award winner, producer. He writes. He's an incredible keyboard player, and he and I got together to put this album together, and we sourced out the best writers everywhere to tell my story on this album as best we could. And Bill's amazing.
You know, at the same time, though, once you got it all done, you held it back.
I did. I listened to a few people that, murmurs that Peggy should stay with fundraising because I'm a fundraiser first and foremost for childhood cancer. And so a few people said that, and she's too old and she's not going to fit in, And so I thought, gee, maybe I'm kidding myself. Maybe I'm biting off more than that. Maybe I won't do this. So I sat on this for probably almost 8 years until one day my husband Paul came home from driving around and listening to this album and said, this is crazy. This is a really good album. It's going to be heard. And that's what started the ball rolling about 10.5 months ago.
And then that led into, of course, the former president of the BCCMAs, Linda Cascadian. You went and had a chat to her. And, well, the rest now is about to be history, isn't it?
It is indeed. Thanks for Linda for listening, and then for Mary Kathleen Burke in Scotland for encouraging me and renewing my belief in myself. And my husband Paul, those three, that's why my songs are being heard today in 43 countries.
Now, at the same time, you mentioned Mary Kathleen Burke. Now, she comes out of Scotland, and she has a number of fingers in a number of places over there. I've got to be honest with you, she really, really does. Very talented radio announcer. Really, really is. And envious. Absolutely envious. Would love to be in a position like that. Really would. And I do have Scottish kind of heritage as well as a bit American in me, and brought up here in Kiwi land, so I'm sort of a little bitzer of everywhere. But I got to be honest with you, I feel it's all about the artist and it's all about the music and what the artist can produce. Now, let's talk about I'll Sing My Song. This was the very first song that I ever heard of yours, Peggy, and, well, I was convinced straight away to want to be able to do this. Tell me about the lyrics. Where did you come up with this?
Well, Bill and I were doing some sourcing out, and we met somebody, he's a friend of somebody actually in California, Stephen McClintock, who I believe is in BC now. And we were listening to different tracks, and we heard a little piece of something, and it was a really good banjo part. And I said, Bill, what is that piece of song? We couldn't And Stephen said, oh, that song. And I said, yeah, that song. And that's I'll Sing My Song. And that became the name of my album because I finally got to sing my song.
Well, Peggy, I've got to be honest with you. When I very first heard this, and I've got to be straight up, I'm kind of oblivious to any artist until I really have a listen with an open mind and think, you know, this, would you believe, I thought sounded like Dolly Parton. I really, really did. When it was handed back to me, nobody told me who it was, what anything about it. Just gave me the file to load into my device that I go driving with and play through my stereo. And we would be straight up with you, I've got to be honest. We were talking about Dolly Parton that day with another band that we're doing an interview with that she's performed with. And I really thought, because I said to Barbara at the time, are we getting Dolly Parton? And she said, well, I might surprise you. Then she handed me this. I went driving thinking, this is Dolly Parton. We're going to get Dolly Parton. Then I came back. Barbara's laughing at me. Production are rolling on the floor in production, going, no, this is Peggie Nora. This is the lady you introduced us to want to follow up on. So the joke was on me, but believe me, I am that excited to have the almost Dolly Parton, Peggie Nora, right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here's I'll Sing My Song.
Galaxy.
I'm getting there, I'm finding it. There it is. It was running away from me.
Hey
Peggy,
everyone on Facebook.
can you just turn your microphone down just a smidgen?
Turn it down.
Yeah.
Hi,
Okay, let me
Sheila,
figure this out.
darling.
Give me a second.
Hi Ryan, thank you for the compliment. Hi Sunny. Hi Katrina. Hi Stella. Welcome.
How is that? Is that better?
Yeah,
that better?
Is that better? Maybe just a fraction more.
Is that better? A little bit more?
Just a little bit more. Yeah.
Just a
Yeah,
fraction.
but then you might have to
Is
turn
that
ours
better?
up.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll just bring you up.
Turn your board. There's still lots of room.
How's
Oh
that?
no, that's good.
Is that good? That's good. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. It's just that they're very, very particular here to be able to get the best quality, if you know what I mean. So
Okay.
Ryan mentioned it. Thanks for that, mate.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Ryan. Peggy, I'm going to talk about the 43 countries that you're in because, believe me, you've stepped up a little bit now. Okay. At the same time, Peggy, I'm going to ask you how we can get hold of you. Believe me, the fans really want to know. Are you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that sort of stuff?
Your volume is low for me.
Okay.
You're low for me.
Okay.
No.
I can't put this one up any higher, I don't think. No, I can't. It's up maximum as it is. Sorry, Peggy. I'm just going to have to shout more.
Okay.
And I hate shouting at
I turn my volume up a smidge. Let's see if it makes a difference for you. Okay, is that too loud for you?
No,
No, that's
that's
okay.
fine. That's fine.
Now I can hear you much better, just that one space.
Nice.
Cool.
Awesome. Awesome.
Sound
Thank you.
check done, guys,
Okay.
on Facebook.
Look
Woohoo!
at that. That's how you cooperate around the world with technology today. You know, loving Peggie Nora. Really, really am.
Hi, Mary Ann.
Let's go live back to the desk. Perfect timing. I've just got to find these things. Jeez. Working around that thing.
You're all thumbs.
I am. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 20 past 11 o'clock, 33 degrees. Barbara, I can see you win today. You've also learned how to play grounds game.
Yes.
Yeah, you really have. And you're starting to master it now, which is scary for me. Tuesday, November the 5th, it's Guy Fawkes evening. This evening we want everybody to be very safe tonight. It's explosives. It really is. Take care, right? And take care of your pets as well. Look after the animals, and believe me, they will appreciate it. They really will. And it's Melbourne Cup Day. Yes, Australia stops today to watch the great race. They really do. But that includes New Zealand as well. We also stop to watch the great race. And what a day it is. Absolutely, just to cream the crop we have, Peggie Nora joining us as well, coming from the Okinagans. Do I have that one right?
You're right.
Nice. I've been practicing that one, you see.
Okay.
Nice. It really is. And Peggie, it is such a pleasure to be able to talk to somebody like yourself. Now, I'll sing my song. You released the video to that in January.
I did.
Now tell me,
Yes.
tell me about making the video. Was it a lot of fun?
It was so much fun learning. It's the first time I've ever done a video, and I was told by some TV station if I had a video, then they could play it out and get more people listening to my music. So I went to someone in Arizona, and we did a green screen because of the budget at first, and I didn't know what I was doing. So we did the green screen, and it was a lot of fun, and it got quite a bit of airplay. The second video was the best fun because it was live at a honky-tonk bar, and I directed, produced, and scripted it, and it was just so fun, and it's been played everywhere all the time.
You know, I'm going to ask you, are you familiar with a guy called Steve Baker?
Steve Baker, no, I'm not.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Barbara to pass all of his details on to you. Now, what he does, he's with Visual Image Marketing coming out of Nashville, and what he does is he's got his fingers in all the right places, like the Rock, Planet Rock, and places like that, the malls, floating palaces, you name it, wherever, even Burger King, wherever you go to have some enjoyment, and you will see a video, he manages to be able to worm his way into all of those and work for the artist. Now, I'm sure if we forward on details of you to him, and he will get in touch with you, I'm sure of that. Would you mind?
I would be appreciative. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome, because I think very much that he's going to be very interested in you. Having said that, Peggie, we have basically a sister company in Jacksonville, Florida called Jacksonville Late Night Television. Now, we would love to be able to pass everything on to Frank Mumma and the crew there in Jacksonville, Florida, and got to give a big hello to Jacksonville, Florida. Nice to have you along here at Galaxy, and nice to be a part of the late night TV show with Peggie Nora coming out of course, the Okinagans right now. Now, Peggie, I've got to ask you, have you, how do we get hold of you? Now, the fans want to know this. Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, thinking about today's modern database of fans, do you reply?
I reply absolutely to everybody. Everybody. Yes, I do.
And that's how you met Barbara in the first place, isn't it?
Barbara and I were friends for almost, I guess maybe a little over a year. Just talked about girl things and her sheep and everything. And then one day a friend of mine said, so I decided to send him a song, and here we are.
Well, I'm pleased that you did. I really am. Not only reaching out to Barbara, but reaching out to myself as well, because believe me,
Yes.
I never get enough people doing that and getting through to me, to be quite honest, because I have so many other people working behind the scenes. But from time to time, I do check a few things, and in this case, I've got to be honest, I'm very elated I did.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, I want to talk about This Girl Means Business, and this is the song that we're going to be playing next for you. But I've got to be honest with you, since we've been playing it, we've had over 2,300 requests.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
That's amazing.
It's been quite well received, I've got to be honest with you. And as I said to you, it's very rare at the moment that I'm doing a breakfast show without actually playing you in the breakfast show. So you're getting quite a following here at Galaxy. It really, really is quite a big following as well. But at the same time, 2019, you were in the Josie Awards for Rising Star Traditional Country. Now, tell me a little bit about it. Did you go to Bollywood yourself?
I didn't end up going down to Tennessee. There was 2 nominations. One was for Rising Star Female Vocalist, and one was for Rising Star of the Year, which was very shocking, and I was so honored to get the nominations. It happened to fall on the same day that my sisters and I had booked a family cruise for 4 nights. So I had to do family first, of course.
Oh, absolutely, as you do.
Yeah.
I can see that coming. Now, Peggy, I have in my stats here that somebody have given to me. My research team has been working tirelessly for you, Peggy. 43 countries recently: Russia, South Korea, Thailand, and Japan included. And of course, we're talking about Scotland, the British Isles, everything like that. And now, New Zealand.
I've been in New Zealand, it's wonderful to be in New Zealand. Win Malcolm has a show in New Zealand. I've been on his show for about 6 months as well.
Nice. So you're familiar with New Zealand and everything that we do down here.
Yes.
How would you like to come and play for New Zealand audiences?
That would be fun.
We would be honoured to have you, literally. We would love to be able to put on a few shows for you and show you around our beautiful country here in the Antipodes.
That might be fun. I'll have to talk to a couple of my friends and see if they want to get together and do it. That would be fun. A couple of musicians. They do know.
You know, that's a great idea. And especially if I know them, I think that's a superb idea. I really, really do. Now, having said that, Peggy, we are a little crazy down here, and Barbara is cringing at what I'm going to say next, because, believe me, we do some funny things here. Barbara's an Olympic shopper. We will take care of that.
Great.
Yeah, geez. Believe me, her second nature is shopping. It really, really is. So you're going to have a lot of fun right off the bat. But are you up for a few challenges?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go. And I'm certainly hoping that you're going to bring your husband along so that he can take part in these as well. But have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
No.
Okay, you've heard of a caterpillar, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is a caterpillar on steroids. It's like a double-decker bus to a mini. It's huge, it's big, it's white, it's got a black head. Now what you do is, when you put the live body in your mouth, bite off the head. Don't eat the head, it's yucky. But when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
That's nice. No, not for me.
Well, the indigenous folks of New Zealand, known as the Maori, do have in the past, literally, and do still eat these, they consume these things, literally. But we have a thing down in the South Island. We're made up of 3 major islands, really, Stewart, South Island and North Island, where we are. But down in the South Island and the west coast of the South Island, they have a wild foods festival down there in Hokitika, and we want to take you down there and experience some of these absolute delights. Now, I've got to be honest, we kind of deep fry things that really shouldn't be deep fried.
Okay.
Yeah. So, believe me, I have my own preferences, I've got to be honest with you, and I'm not going to go there with you. I'm sorry, but just for respect. Really, I'm not going to go there. But at the same time, we'll take you down to a place called Queenstown down there. Now, Taylor Swift has property down there. Kevin Costner has been seen roaming around down there. Same with Tom Cruise and a number of other notable city-town kind of places. And, well, I don't know, Barbara. We'll throw her off a bridge.
No, it's not. Not for Peggy.
Not for Peggy?
Can't do it to Peggy.
We could do a tandem together.
No, only
What do you reckon,
can
Peggy?
go.
Are you in for a bit of bungee jumping?
No.
I'll wave to you.
Yes, see?
Okay. Barbara
I'll
says,
wave to you.
yeah, Barbara says no, not for Peggy, but believe me, I think
No.
you know, some things in life just need to be tried. You got to scare yourself at least once every other day, don't you think?
Maybe.
And it does it very well.
Well, I tell you what, if you're up for doing that, I will take you parachuting as well.
Oh, wow. I'll tell my husband. He would love it.
Nice, because I am an accomplished parachutist. I am a member of the local. Yeah, I do it. I do.
Oh, okay.
So believe me, I'm very, very accomplished at that particular sport. I absolutely love doing it. The more, the better. Really, that's a bit of me. But having said that, Peggy, have you heard of Lord of the Rings?
Yes, I have.
Okay, well, about an hour and a half from where we are right here at this office is the set of Hobbiton, Middle Earth.
Oh, okay.
And we'll take you there, show you around, have a take in all the sights that it has, and believe me, it is the original set of Hobbiton, and I'm sure you're absolutely going to love it. So much so, we'll have a few wines there, believe me, you'll have a lot of fun doing that. Then we'll take you down to Rotorua, which is just down the road from where we are right now, and put you in a thing called a Zor.
No, she's not doing that.
What's that?
Look, you know, the
No.
Barbara police are saying no, not doing that. Basically, Peggy, it's a big, clear plastic ball where we put you inside and then roll you down a hill.
No, we're putting you.
Oh, that's friendly.
But it's more fun if we get some people to run in front of you so that you can actually aim to roll over them.
Not either.
Yeah. The look on their faces as you do so is priceless. It really, really is. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. But having said that, and surviving all of that, Peggy, we'll take you to Auckland, to the Hauraki Golf, and take you out on a yacht, have a meal, and take in the ambience of the place, a bit of wine, and just enjoy the harbour. What do you reckon?
That would be really nice.
Nice, because
Yeah, really nice.
Auckland at night time, absolutely stunning. It really, really is. I recommend that we all go have a nice little cruise across the harbour. Maybe a Fuller's, I don't know. Believe me, Fuller's are having a few problems with their boats lately, aren't they?
Or a fishing trip.
Or a fishing trip.
Yeah, I know someone.
Maybe a fishing trip. I know that you've got a launch on hand that you can put your fingers on. I know you can do that, Barbara. Maybe we can do that as well. You know what I mean? Maybe your husband's into a bit of fishing.
He loves fishing, so we're being very tempted here.
Nice. And
Very tempted.
believe me, Barbara has her finger on the pulse with that one. A very, very nice launch to go out with. So, you know, we could make it worthwhile coming down. A few things to scare you and a few things to appease.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's all about it, really. At the same time, you take in a bit of New Zealand's culture and countryside, and believe me, we have some of the craziest people in some of the wildest places to go and have a look. Marlborough Sound, like time forgot. It really, really is. It's almost like you've still got the dinosaurs going down there. I know that because Mum was there the other day.
Okay. Okay.
Believe me, my mother is my friendly dinosaur. She really, really is.
I gathered as much.
I love you, Mum. I really do. So, believe me, she will hit me with a pan or something like that. Later down the track, she'll remember it. I won't. Bang, I'm done. You know, that girl means business. So, but I got to ask Peggy, this girl means business. Tell me all about it.
This Girl Means Business is a sassy kind of song, and it's basically about a girl that wants more than, for now, she wants forever. And so the story progresses, and at the end it's like, if he doesn't want forever, it's bye-bye, and she walks right out the door.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Peggy. I came into work when production had received it. They couldn't wait to pass it to me, and believe me, Brookie said to me, hey, I know how much you like Peggie Nora's I'll sing my song. And I went, yeah. He goes, you got to check this out. And I went, seriously, are you kidding me? And he goes, no. So we come into production, literally, turn up the stereo in there, and it blew me away. Literally, it really, really did. So I've got to be honest with you, Peggy. This is now my favourite Peggie Nora track. It really, really is. Having said that, you've been getting so many requests, literally 2,300 requests since we've been playing it, and it's not been that long. But we've got you in a number of shows as well, and everybody is literally getting into the Peggie Nora train. They're following your goods. They really, really are. Now I've got to really, really say to you, Peggy, I'm looking forward to more stuff coming out of you. I really, really am. So right after this, I'm going to ask you a few questions about, would you come back and do more interviews with us in the near future and release more music right here at Galaxy. But in the meantime, here's Peggie Nora live, and this girl means business. Peggy, I love this.
This is so fun. It's so comfortable. Thank you.
Nice.
Hi, Stephen G. Nice.
Stephen.
Yeah.
Stephen.
Voices of Extreme Stephen.
Yeah.
Nice to have you back, my friend. My God, I miss you. I miss you. You must come along and say hello.
They have new music, so can we have it?
Oh,
Please. Yes. And love to Donnie and the rest of the Voices of Extreme. I know you guys have had a damn good tour just recently too, so congratulations for that. Sorry, Peggy, we've got a number of people online right now, and there's some very, very talented artists, there's some very interesting people that are watching what we're doing, and I really, really want to thank you so much for finally making this happen for us here at Galaxy as much as for yourself. I'm really elated to meet you. I'm very honoured to know you, my friend, and I'm hoping, like hell, this is the start of something really, really good for you.
Thank you.
I really am. And I mean that heartfelt, Peggy, I really, really do. I think your husband is right. I really do. I'm pleased that he gave you that little push.
Me too.
Nice.
Me too.
Nice. So I am going to ask you if you will come back again. At the same time, if you've got any CDs or anything like that, we would love to do a couple of giveaways, do a couple of competitions, stuff like that. Keep Peggie Nora rolling here at Galaxy.
Send me your address and I'll post some off for you.
Nice. So
I'll send you some.
Let's go back to the desk. Hey.
She walked out the door. Bye, bye, baby. What's Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. What were you filming then?
You tapping.
Down there, hey.
Dancing, chair
Really?
dancing, chair dancing.
My God, Barbara.
Yeah, chair dancing.
Peggy, you'll understand when you see that. That really frightened the hell out of me. You know, I thought, yeah, I could have had a pair of shorts on or something like that. You never know. Honestly, when you're hosting shows sometimes, you never know what they're dressed in underneath the TV screen, if you know what I mean. Could have yet had a pair of Canadian jandals on. Oh, Canada calls them flip-flops, don't they? Yeah.
Right there.
I received some today, and you'll understand, Peggy, when you do see this, what I'm talking about. I got a couple of pair. one for myself, one for Barbara, and of course one for Terry, who's the on-air production manager. And well, she's the only one that's going to be wearing them, literally, because mine are the right size, but I don't want to walk on Canada.
Good point.
I think put them on the wall of fame instead. I think let's emulate them rather than use them down at the beach and get them destroyed. I kind of like them. I really, really do. So and of course we put them up next to the Canadian flag as well. So I think it's good stead. I really do. Having said that, Peggy, that wraps it up for us for our very first interview. But I'm just wondering, would you come back again? Will you release new work with us? Can we continue to promote Peggie Nora?
That would be wonderful. I'd love to come back again, Glenn. Thank you.
You know, Peggy, we want to get behind you as much as possible. Now, I'm going to get really cheeky right now and say, if you want to send me some merch, and I'll get Barbara to send you all the details, everything that you need to know. But send us some stuff that we can actually do giveaways, because we would love to be able to keep Peggie Nora rolling for as long as we can here at Galaxy. Would you do that?
I will. Thank you so much for your support.
Oh, believe me, it's an absolute honour to be able to do it. It really, really is. Don't go anywhere just yet, though, because, believe me, with the amount of traffic that we have going through our website, live streaming this around the world, people get nosy. They really do. They go and have a look through your pages, everything like that. I really feel like one of the most oogled guys in the world. I really do. People are looking at everything I'm doing. It really is weird. It is. But we'll put a video there of you, and believe me, people will go and have a look at that before you know it. And of course, you said you're on Facebook, Twitter, and everything like that. You're going to get more friends. In fact, I'm not going to apologise for the number that's going to keep you busy in the next coming number of weeks. Sorry, but, no sorry. Enjoy that one. Enjoy that one. Having said that, Peggy, stay there and we'll get this done for you. But in the meantime, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 17 away from 12 o'clock, 34 degrees. It's hot outside. It really is. Tuesday, November the 5th, Guy Fawkes night. Take care, everybody. That's it for me. I will see you tomorrow morning again with Barbara on The Breakfast Show. But in the meantime, here's BJ Thomas. Raindrops. Keep